My this video is basically regarding how the Asian continent is being kept in turmoil, or how the Western world is biased against the Asian continent. Now, why I am saying it, because the history says so, and one of the latest example is Afghanistan. A lot of media time, both print as well as electronic media time, has been spent on the fact that why the Americans left the way they left, and how could they leave such a large consignment of arms, ammunition, and arsenal there. Why they have left it like that. Now that has been left with a purpose. That's what I feel. The purpose is to keep that part of the world, Asian continent, in turmoil, so which solves the purpose of the Western world as well as the arms and ammunition industry of the Western world. If the Asian continent remains in turmoil, and Asian continent being the most volatile part of the world, where in the name of religion people start fighting, it solves the purpose of the Western world by selling arms and ammunition, where the industries thrive by selling arms and ammunition to the Asian countries. The biggest buyer of the American or the Western world arms and ammunition is Saudi Arabia and India. So you can see the industries of the Western world depends on turmoil in the Asian continent, and Asian continent is kept in turmoil for this reason. Because they don't want the Asian continent to prosper again. If you see the history of the Asian continent was the most developed and mover of the world prior to 17th century or 16th century. But thereafter, with colonization, the Asian continent has been going down, and our strength has been made into our weakness. We are being made to fight against each other in the name of religion, in the name of borders, and we are fighting. The Asian leaders are not able to understand this narrative of the Western world. We are made to feel, the Asian continent people are made to feel that we are inferior to the Western world. The people of the Asian world are inferior to the people of the Western world, which is not the case. If you see the history, by 17th century, America was the poorest country of the world, one of the poorest country. They developed thereafter, and by the turn of the 19th century, they were the most powerful country economy-wise and military-wise. And thereafter, they have done what the Britishers have done in the Asian continent, divide and rule. India, Pakistan was done by the Britishers, and same legacy was picked up by the Americans. They did the same thing in Vietnam, Vietnam, South Vietnam. They did the same in South Korea, North Korea, South Korea. They did it in Iraq in the name of weapon of mass destruction. They left that region in turmoil. It is still not able to come out of it. They did the same thing in Afghanistan, and they left arms and ammunition so that that region remains in turmoil. So that's all the purpose of the Western world. The Western world is utilizing the social media to peddle the narrative that Asian world is anything but inferior to the Western world, which is not the case. The leaders of the Asian countries must realize and understand this narrative of the Western world. Their narrative is to keep this region in turmoil forever, so that they don't allow this region to progress again, because we have all the ingredients and all whatever is required for this Asian continent to be powerful again, which they don't want. What we don't have, we have everything you can ask for in the modern world. We have geography wise as well as resource wise. If resource wise we talk about, the Gulf countries have all the oil which we require, if at all, to develop by the Asian countries. If you talk about coal, Indonesia is one of the largest exporters of the coal. We talk about arms, if we require, Russia is one of the foremost arm industry of the world, but the Americans and the Western world doesn't allow their arms to be exported with sanctions. They put sanctions. When you talk about software, Japan, South Korea, China, Taiwan, they are one of these largest software makers. Any semiconductor requirement, for any development requirement, for any electronic item we require, we have these countries. Talk about automobiles. Japan and South Korea are one of the foremost automobile industries of the world. You talk about food, agriculture. India, China, they can provide for the food. They provide for the food of the world. What we don't have in the Asian continent, we have all the resources. We have all the geographical reasons in our favor, but we are not able to come out of it because of the narrative of the Western world, which keeps us in perpetual turmoil. There is no peace in certain parts of the whole Asian continent. We are all fighting, and the leaders of the Asian countries are not realizing it. That we have been kept in perpetual turmoil and not at peace with each other, so that it solves the purpose of the Western world to keep us down, not allow us to prosper. A false narrative is peddled that the Asian continent people are inferior to the Western world. In what way are they inferior? What is that which is there in the Western world which is not there, available in the Asian continent? India is called the rape capital of the world, which is not a fact. If you see the statistics which is existing online, India in terms of the rate of rape is 1.8, which is right at the bottom of the number of countries which have a much higher rate of rape than India. And most of these countries are the Western world countries, and maybe some African countries. So how can India be called the rape capital? They talk about civilization. What civilization and what civilized behavior do the Western world have? You have seen what happened in Capitol Hill during the change of presidency in USA. If that had happened in any Asian continent country, what would the Western media say? That they are uncivilized, they have no law. But what happened there? What happened during the Euro Cup final in UK? That was civilized. People raiding the stadium. They call themselves the first world country and the first world people where everybody is civilized and law abiding. What are we talking about? Don't get carried away by this Western media false news. The Western countries are as good or as bad as the Asian countries. They talk about women liberation. What liberties have the Western world provided to the women? What happened to the Me Too movement which started in USA? The women are as good or as bad in the Western world as in India or in the Asian continent. Is the Hollywood or the companies, CEOs in the Western world provided the same remuneration as the male actors or the male CEOs? I don't think so. They are not. Same is the case in Indian film industry. So what is the difference? Who is better or who is bad? I'll say both are worse. Why should women not have the same rights as the men? That's a different topic to be debated on, which I'll come to you later. So it's the same thing. What is happening in the army of the UK, a first world country? Are the women officers or the men, women in the UK army safe as they call themselves? No, they are not. You see the news report. More than 20% of the ladies, officers, or whoever are part of their army have faced some harassment. So, what civilization are we talking about? What civilization does the Western media talk about? Their civilization and Asian continent civilization is the same. Women are as harassed anywhere in the world as in the Asian continent. It is not the Asian continent women are more harassed than the Western continent or Western world women. No, it's not. It's the same. You see the statistics, go online and see the statistics, they will speak for themselves. So let's not belittle ourselves as being Asians just because the Western world tells that we are anything lesser than the Western world. It is not. Let's see through the narrative of the Western world. The two countries which are used as puppets in this whole game of keeping the Asian continent in turmoil is Israel and Pakistan. The leadership of these two countries should realize the narrative and the policy of the Western world to keep us all in turmoil. Asian continent is kept in turmoil because of these two countries are exploited by the Western world. Israel is fighting against all the Gulf countries, whether it is Iran, Iraq, they keep fighting there, Syria and all. And Pakistan is there to create trouble all around in the Indian subcontinent. And we keep towing their line every time. The leaders of the Asian countries, they are doing disservice to this continent by not seeing the wrong narrative of the Western world with respect to the Asian continent. How can you have justice in this world where the organization called UN has 5 permanent members? How can you have in a democratic organization 5 permanent members? Why 5 permanent members? For what reason? There are 7 continents. Why not have 7 permanent members? It's a democratic organization. You cannot have a veto power in a democratic organization. Why should any country have a veto power? So this organization, which is run by the Western world, which is created by the Western world, has to change. so that it is equitable and justifiable and justiciable to all the continents of the world and all the population of the world. A UN should be a democratic organization where nobody has a veto power. It's by majority. Why should anybody have a veto power? There should not be any permanent member. Why should we have a permanent member? If permanent members are there, then permanent members should be as per the continent. Five permanent members, continent, seven members in rotation from the countries of that continent. Otherwise, no, don't have. No permanent members, no veto power. It's a democratic organization run by majority. Then only the UN can become a significant organization which can do some justice to this world. As of now, the UN or WHO are not a democratic organization. They are organizations which are run by the Western world, and they don't do justice to the other part of the continents of the world. So we need to change that UN. Then only some justice will prevail in this world. And let's not get carried away by the Western media, because most of the Western social media is owned by the Americans or the Western world, and we keep getting carried away by the misinformation peddled by them. Let's not get carried away by that misinformation which they peddle. Asian continent is one of the most diverse continent. It is the cradle of the major civilizations of the world. It is the cradle of the major religions of the world. It can become powerful again if the leaders of the Asian continent realize that how the Western world is trying to divide us and rule over us and keep us in permanent turmoil by not allowing us to prosper. We should get over it. And Afghanistan is just one part of it in the latest of their ploys to keep this continent in turmoil. That is why they have left the arms and ammunition and all the arsenal in Afghanistan to keep that part of the world in turmoil and keep selling their arms and keep prospering their arms industry by keeping the Asian continent in turmoil. Let's all wake up. Let's let the leaders of the Asian continent all wake up and see this narrative of the Western world. Let's see the history where we were and where we can still be. If all the leaders of the Asian countries realize and see through this ploy of the Western world, how they are keeping us in turmoil. And let's not get carried away by their ploy that Western world is more progressive or Western world is better. Western world or the Asian world is as good or as bad as it can be. It depends on the people who stay there. I gave you small examples how the Western world is good or bad. There are n number of examples existing. You can see them and you can compare them, and you will find that Asian continent is as good or as bad as the Western world. And Asian continent leaders must realize this ploy of the Western world and get out of this and start realizing their mistakes. And let's all wake up and see through this false narrative being propagated by the Western world. Social media is boon as well as bane. Let's use it to make it a boon rather than make it a bane for us. Let's all wake up and let's not get carried away by whatever is peddled by the Western media on the social media. Let's all wake up.